All right, boys. So I completed my first typical 6-man dungeon in Throne Liberty. Now, luckily, we had one of the guys that had put hours and hours into figuring out the mechanics, so I had a relatively simple run through. Now, it felt very easy, but that's only because we knew the mechanics. So I I definitely heard them having trouble the first few times, people not pulling their weight, and you'll be glad to know that even though I say that, I died at the end. What we'll do is this one's called Specters Abyss. Now you can press escape on your, or you can go to your F10 and see your menu, and then you can go to special dungeons. There are a variety of dungeons you can do, but this is one of the first ones you can go into. Then we have Temple of Raw, Underground Cave, then we have Death's Abyss. There's quite a few different dungeons as you progress through the game, and my plan is to bring some sort of sophisticated guides behind these dungeons as well. Maybe we'll go down the route of 60-second guides again, like we did on New World. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of let you enjoy the dungeon. Once we get to the mechanics, I will pop back up. I'll tell you the mechanics if you need to use this sort of as a guide. And that's it. This is the first dungeon, Specters Abyss. Now, kicking off straight away, you're going to see a couple of types of mobs. The first one you just kind of wanna nuke down, and then you'll start to see these bigger guys that are called the Enchanted Arceum Arbiter. So the Arbiter, essentially. This guy does a big AoE spin attack. When he's charging up that AoE spin attack, you want to CC him. This will stop that attack. It does bloody hurt. If you get hit by this a few times, it is going to wipe your group. So you want to make your way through the dungeon, killing the trash mobs until you reach the Shadow Man. So this is sort of your first mini boss, as it were. This guy has some relatively simple mechanics. There is sort of dark lightning, let's call it, on the floor. Don't stand in that. It does a lot of damage. And then there is an opportunity to parry him as well. You'll see that there is your parry bar or your dodge bar will come up. It sucks to parry with 200 plus ping. Even if you parry early, it feels like it misses. If you parry on time, it feels like it misses. It's kind of hit or miss, really. So the ping definitely affects this, but a relatively simple sort of mini boss. Don't stand in the damage. Parry the big attacks if you can. Once you beat that guy, there are 2 levers. You want to basically head to the left, head to the right, flick both of the levers, kill the trash mobs on your way, which will essentially unlock the cage, which will take you into your next boss. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you of this boss. I'm pretty sure there was some simple mechanics, but I think we just burst his ass down before he could do any hardcore mechanics. He has one sort of, cone attack. You need to dodge that, but there didn't seem to be anything too crazy. Just we were CCing the hell out of him, dropping as much DPS on him as we can, and just dodging these cone attacks essentially. But I'll let the fight play out so you can see if there are any mechanics that you are getting stuck on that we managed to pass. And I will see you on the next boss. So once you reach the final boss after killing sort of some of the trash mobs to work your way down here, this guy's super cool. Helaba. He again has a cone attack, and the big mechanic here, which I know a lot of the guys got stuck on while they were figuring it out, was essentially a team bubble. What you need to do after he sort of teleports a couple of times is when he places this semi-translucent bubble on someone, you need to go and stand next to those people. Sometimes just before he places the bubble, you will see the opportunity to dodge or parry. Again, you're going to see me get my ass kicked here because I'm not parrying. Let's blame the ping. But again, once you see that little bubble, once you see that little circle around your teammate, you need to stand together. That's it. It's kind of rinse and repeat. Keep the DPS up, dodge the cones, and try not to die, like you will see me do at the end. If you found this useful, if you found this fun, let me know in the comments below. This is a very, very nice entry-level dungeon. Some very simple mechanics, very, very enjoyable. Creates a little bit of camaraderie between you and your crewmates, your teammates, but a great entry-level dungeon. and I'm very, very excited to try the next one. Drop a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next dungeon.